Hi there, so I'm Alexa and this is going to be my video presentation of the Design Symposium. So for my top 5 favorite things, the fifth favorite thing that we did was whenever I think it was Module 5, whenever we went into Canva and Adobe Spark and made designs with them. So for me, I really enjoyed this because this is the one that I made in Canva, I believe, yeah. And then the one that I made in Spark looks like this. So, out of the two of these, I think I like Spark more, or Canva more, because Canva has a lot of pre-made elements. They call it elements instead of, I don't know, vectors or whatever. And because they have such a wide library of things, you don't necessarily have to come up with the actual, like, the elements of the design. You just have to find them and put them together. So in my mind, Canva is more about, like, composition compared to like the Adobe Spark, which they do have a lot of preloaded like templates and elements and stickers and stuff you can put in. But the thing is, they really encourage you. It's like upload from your Creative Cloud, so they encourage you to do that. So that's one thing. So yeah, that's what I really enjoyed about this project. The next thing that I have was my fourth favorite thing was in the Photoshop Challenge 3, what we did in Module 2. What we did is first we combined two images to make one final one. And in this one, so this is the final image that I made. You can see here, this is actually my brother, and this is the skyline in Times Square. These are both pictures that I took. As you can see, this is the original photo, or the original photo of New York, where you can see the skyline is very gray. And so for me, the most difficult part about this was getting all this gray out. I had to be very careful with selecting to watch out for all the wires and like the thin parts of the skyline. And I also combined it with this image to begin with. So this is my picture, a picture of my brother at, this is at the Salt Lake City. So we kind of have a nice horizon there. So I wanted to find a way to kind of blend them together. So as you can see, it kind of fades into people walking over there, and I kind of changed like the hue of the thing, so it's kind of a little bit more dull because there's so many colors, and especially with the skyline kind of blending in, I didn't want it to look so chaotic. The red really does stand out though, so I really enjoyed that. For me, it was really challenging finding where to blend this and also the skyline, but I think I did a pretty good job. Then my next favorite thing, which is third, was in Module 3 when we were playing with Illustrator, and this is the project that we did whenever we were messing with the paths. So here, this is the original image and is the one that it came with. So the text is straight, and then something I didn't know you could do in InDesign, or not InDesign, in Illustrator, which made me really excited, is that you can make text wrap around, which I think is like a critical part of graphic design. And I think now that I know that, I know a lot more of like how to make logos, which I think would be a really cool skill to have. Next, secondly, that I have is the Photoshop retouching. For me, I thought it was crazy how we can take an image like this, and obviously it has the little trail here, but whenever we get rid of it, you can make it look like it's all grass, and I think I did a pretty good job of retouching it. Like, it just looks like grass. For me, it was kind of like difficult figuring out like how do you make, like, I know it came with instructions, but it's like how do you like make that big chunk of grass look like it's all grass to erase the bridge. So that was super fascinating, and I know I'll be using that a lot in the future when it comes to like the rebrushing tool, the retouching tool. And first, my most favorite thing to do was to take the image trace tool. So this is the image I found. It was a cat that wears glasses. I thought it was super cute. I chose something simple just because, I don't know, I've always loved this image. And what I love is that it did a really good job of retouching the image. And I put it in there as different sizes so you can see. For me, what I also like about the image retouching tool is that you can do stuff with colors. So the image I chose is just black and white, but you can also do colors. Though I feel like the more colors you get, it becomes a little bit more complicated to turn it into something that's scalable, that doesn't like get all pixelated. So yeah, those are my favorite things of the projects. I definitely like all those things, all those parts of the project are definitely tools that I will be using a lot, especially now in the future. And then here's my magazine. Let me reload the page so you can get the animation again. So you can see here the animation or the cover page. I got the animation coming in, and then there's another one coming in. For me, what was challenging is figuring out when to have the animation come in, and I kind of wish I made it like the animations come in more soon, or yeah, sooner. But overall, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like for me, it was challenging to find the right images, finding like where to place them, text. But I'm overall very happy with how it turned out. I really love that we can do these shapes in design and in magazines. I love being able to like have little headlines like this, put the page number, headers and footers, being able to embed a video. Though for me, what was challenging is how to make the video like the right size. Because if you, as you can see here, whenever it's embedded, it's kind of looks stretched out, and I couldn't figure out how to fix that. But the link worked at least, and then I also included a link here. And then the last page, which is just, yeah, it's just a cute little picture of different types of baklava. There are very many types. So yeah, that's basically my portfolio of my favorite things, including my magazine. Some things that I learned that I thought are interesting is that whenever you're making the magazine, especially in PDF, like if you're trying to save it as a PDF from InDesign, if you had any sort of animations in there, it's not going to show, which it makes sense. It's just like, when you think about it, PDFs is more for like previewing, but the way we use PDFs now is like that's how you like have documents. It's not printed obviously, but I just thought that was interesting because I tried to initially save my magazine as a PDF, but it doesn't have the animation in there. And I learned a lot, and I'm definitely going to be using this knowledge that I found or that I've learned throughout the semester. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Thanks for watching.